Welcome to MINDSHOCK. You're listening to the Goofatorium series documenting the open-air asylum that is the modern West. I am, of course, your host, Bruce McGuire, and we're going to logically analyze various street interviews and situations going on in the streets of America. Is all hope lost for the average goof walking around to have the mental capacity to at least reach some kind of basic children's English and logical comprehension level, let alone any kind of scientific concepts? We will be examining all of this in typical MINDSHOCK fashion, attempting not to fall for any logical fallacies as we point out the logical fallacies and mental deficiencies of others. If you want to help support the podcast, you can donate to our PayPal. Check the link in the description. Make sure you're subscribed, like, and share. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Patreon. Patrons do get priority for case topic, logical analysis, co-podcast requests. You could also be a guest in the podcast depending on your tier. Questions, comments, theories, thoughts, suggestions, rebuttals, debunkings of any kind. Leave them in the comment section. Unless, of course, you're with us here live, drop them in a live chat. I will try to get to each and every one of them. Welcome, Sarah Catherine and Flat Bob. Where's Lord Zed at? Lord Zed hasn't been in here in a while. Flat Bob says, I'm drunk AF, but still trying to ride in basic logic and reason. Okay. Yeah, I got a couple of pretty hilarious and sad clips, depending on how you look at it. So, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, let's not fall for false dichotomies. I don't think this is simply mental deficiency, aka stupid people retard maxing, or goof maxing, as we can call it. These goof maxers walking around. There's mental health issues, too. Like, these people are mentally ill, a lot of them. And obviously, there's also the overlap of mental illness and just sheer stupidity of these goof maxers. Flat Bob says, waiting for you to win your bet. Well, it wasn't a bet. You're talking about the laughing? Well, let's see if we can get you to laugh, because I laugh pretty hard at some of these. Welcome, Scott Hawkins and Health Master Jedi. Health Master Jedi says, can you do a logical analysis on germ theory? Have you done that before? Think that would be super interesting. The Way Forward podcast has some good content on it, begging the question of viruses. I've addressed it a few times. There's a clip. Antoine Béchamp versus Louis Pasteur. The Battle of the Frenchmen. In the whole germ theory versus terrain theory. Very interesting. I've addressed it a little bit. I don't think I did a super deep dive. I think I only went into that in maybe one of the coronavirus podcasts. Jeff U1P says, what's up, critical thinkers and common sensors? Flat Bob says, no, you made a bet. Well, you're the drunk one, Flat Bob, right? Did I say bet? That would be funny if the drunk guy ended up having a better memory than the non-drunk guy. Critter Mama says, hello. Next chapter, welcome. So let's start with the Liberty Hangout clips, and then I have some new ones that are both sad and interesting. So let's get this going with Caitlin Bennett of Liberty Hangout. She seems to really attract the psychos. Like, I don't know what it is. There's so many people who do street interviews, but for whatever reason, she attracts triggered goofs like almost no one else. So let's see what we got here. This is from one of the No Kings protests. So let's see here what kind of goof maxers she found.
You asked me to come over here.
Don't. Hey. No, don't you.
Fair use, obviously. Fair use. So a lot of these other ones we were looking at, like college kids, which we'll still do. But let's look at some of these goof maxers that are like middle-aged, so they can't hide. They can't hide behind the ignorance of youth, can they?
Officer, he is lying. I will not touch you.
Do you not know who Laken Riley is?
Republican Party. Who cares if she died? She died. But it wasn't that cause he was.
If she died, she died. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
Okay. A man comes into your house. This is going to be, let me tell you, murders her, stabs her multiple times.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Do you care about your daughter? Do you lock your front door?
Absolutely not. I don't need to.
Wow. For the safety of your daughter, I encourage you to lock.
Is this guy really just goof maxing this hard? He dug himself into a hole and he's lying through his teeth that he has a daughter and he doesn't lock his front door at night? Like, how hard is this guy goof maxing because he's triggered? Or is he not lying and putting the safety of himself and his family, I mean, in question? I mean, this is crazy if he's not lying. I mean, and here's the other crazy thing about all of these street interviews. Like, is it a certain level of narcissism that these narcissists, are they narcissist maxing? I don't know why everything sounds funnier if you add maxing to it, but like they know this is going to be shown all over the interwebs. And are they that narcissistic that they just assume that they won't look stupid? But then when they double down on the stupidity, they just keep going. Then they triple down and quadruple down, knowing that they're being recorded and this is going to be all over the internet. That's what I find very curious. Very curious. Health Master Jedi says, have you ever done a logical analysis of WW2? Think I'd pay to see that. Totally interested in evidence either way for it actually happened or not. Well, you're talking about the H word that YouTube would probably censor. I've talked about it on some of the live Q&As. We got a little bit controversial there. We really did. I don't really want to get into that here. Bring it up on the next live Q&A. I do them like every other day, every 3 days, something like that with the live Q&As. Bring it up and we'll do a deep dive. I don't know if unless it's on Rumble or something, I don't know if I can do an official deep dive on YouTube, but we could address certain aspects of it, obviously, with the receipts.
No, my daughter, I'm not worried. She can fight, so I'm not worried.
So he leaves the door unlocked to the house because his daughter can fight. Can she fight while she's asleep? Like, how hard can you retard max? Like, and the willingness to retard max that hard in public, knowing that the video is going to be circulated all over the internet. Like, I mean, we're watching the West collapse in real time.
No. I'm not going to talk if you're going to put that. And I don't.
Fair use, obviously.
I don't want that camera pointing at me either. I just want to ask one question about that.
Yeah,
Legalize MS-13. What is your?
Oh, I don't have that one, but I
Okay.
can still talk about it.
Talk
I wrote
about
it.
Tell me about it. Why would you want to legalize MS-13?
So the first thing, he doesn't want to be on camera, recorded or anything, but he wants to engage with an online personality clearly being recorded in public for content they're going to put online. Can anyone explain that to me? Like, this is beyond retard maxing and goof maxing and narcissist maxing. I don't know what this is. I really don't know. Like, I'm actually left stupefied right here. Bruce McGuire is stupefied at this goof maxer. I don't know. I can't explain this. I cannot explain this. Yeah, I can drop the Rumble link, but I don't have a lot of stuff on Rumble.
So I don't
put that in my mouth again. Forget it. I don't want. Forget it. Get away. Go.
So he calls them over. He calls over an online person, an internet personality being followed around with a camera to make content online to ask a question. Asks it. And then when he's about to get an answer, he tells them to leave. Look how confused she is. Oh, man.
You asked me to come over here.
Okay, but I don't want.
I'm a Trump supporter. It's at me.
I don't want.
I'm a Trump supporter. And
So he asked someone with a mic filming to come over, but he doesn't want the mic or to be filmed. Can anyone in the chat explain this to me? I don't get it. Flat Bob says, retard Max or go home. Jeff UNP says he's a diva. That's the explanation, diva behavior. So he's diva maxing. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to drop the Rumble link in a second.
I don't believe
I
in
know
like.
you are. I know
Yeah.
you are. We're not. Do not put that in my face. Do not put that camera. I just asked you a question about, because they're really upset. I don't care about your other signs. You can walk around with Trump signs and all that, but they don't mean a thing to me.
Can I tell you something?
But I don't like to legalize MS-13. Do you know what MS-13 did to a city in my hometown on Long Island, New York?
Yeah. I do know.
What did they do?
They rape and they
Exactly,
kill.
rape, they
Yep.
kill, and you want to legalize them?
Sir, can I explain something to you?
I had a...
So I am dressed up today.
Listen, there is
You
no...
asked me a question, and I'm telling you right now. Can I answer you?
There is no answer that you can tell me that legalizing MS-13...
So he called over an internet personality making content with a mic and a cameraman, then said he doesn't want the camera or the mic. Then he proceeded to still ask the question, then told them to leave, and then continued asking the question again. And instead of waiting for an answer, he wants to explain why she can't give an answer. I mean, this is just such unique behavior. I've never seen anything like this. Oh man. Does anyone have an explanation for this? Any explanation at all? So I just dropped the Rumble link in the chat. So no explanation, like diva. This is just diva. This is a combination of diva maxing, retard maxing, goof maxing, and narcissist maxing. Should we just call it Nars maxing for short? That rolls off the tongue a little easier. Nars maxing.
You're for.
I'm not for it.
So
Can I tell you?
why do you walk around?
I'll tell you, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay?
All right, go ahead.
I'll tell you. I am dressed up today to look like a supporter here of a rally like this. I support strong borders. I support ICE.
So do we.
And here's the thing. The Democrat Party wants to defund ICE. They want to criminalize ICE.
Why not?
Hold on
what
one
has
second.
ICE done? What has ICE? They killed 2 people. What
Listen,
do you mean?
you
wanna,
won't let me answer you. You won't let me answer you.
Because the things that you're coming at me
Sir,
right now.
if you would just let me finish a sentence, and then you could respond to me, and then we can let each other.
Or is this just trigger maxing? This guy's trigger maxing. He can't even let her speak for 10 seconds uninterrupted. What is this? What is this?
Talk, okay? I hold that sign and I come out here and I ask people at rallies like this if they agree with it, and they agree with me. The people that you rally with here today agree with legalizing MS-13. And you can, hold on, before you interrupt, you can go to Liberty Hangouts YouTube channel and you can see them. I go undercover at these things to get people to agree with that. And the peers that you are walking with today, they agreed with my sign to legalize MS-13.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm tired of the propaganda around MS-13.
Right.
Yeah. And we should legalize MS-13. What do you think?
You know what, I'm okay with that. I don't mean...
Did anybody see that video? Like, people made a bunch of videos where they go around and ask protesters why they're protesting, and they don't even know. The goofs don't even know. They were just told to come out and protest, so they did it. Other people were doing it. I mean, wow. So for some reason, call me crazy, but back in like the 70s when people protested, they actually knew what they were right or wrong. They at least had some kind of reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first one I've seen, but
we have a lot of new ideas.
Tired of right-wing propaganda.
Sir, I'm not kidding you.
I want you.
Yeah, a lot of them are paid. Critter Mama says they are paid protesters, but not all of them. The ones that are paid, they usually don't want to engage. They just hold their sign and they're very standoffish. But there's some. It seems like there's quite a few genuine people that just went along because other people were doing it.
To go up there, grab the mic, all right, grab the mic, and ask how many people
Again,
here
my name is Charlene
want to
Santos,
legalize.
and
I don't understand that answer to that. How
They-
can you legalize
they said
a
yes.
group of gangsters that kill, rape?
I am
people.
running for county
I
commission.
agree with you,
I
sir.
had many friends in that city get hurt,
And
raped.
the reason why
And
I
you think-
agree with you.
Oh,
I
so-
don't believe in
is
legalizing
because
them.
our county
I get
commissioners
people
have
to
taken
agree with it when they don't know that I'm recording
over
them.
the past 6 to 12
To show what people at these rallies, what Democrats are supporting. Your peers agree.
I think she phrased that poorly. They obviously know she's recording. She's got the camera in, but they don't know that she's recording for the other side. I think that's what she meant to say.
Agreed with legalizing MS-13. I believe in strong
Half of
borders.
them don't even know what MS-13
Oh,
stands for.
Yes, they do.
Our struggle
There is
Sir,
no-
don't make
you
excuses for
no,
them.
You can. Okay, I'm not. You cannot tell me that there
Also,
are
we have
people here
infrastructure
that are going to
that does
want to
not
legalize
protect
MS-13.
every-
Yes,
No
there
way.
are.
There is
I
no
talked
way.
to 2 people
No
here
way.
today
No
at
way.
least.
No way. I'm not going to
These
believe that. I'm not going to
neighborhoods
believe
are
that.
What are you?
Just spamming that appeal to incredulity logical fallacy. And why is this guy so agitated? Like he's sitting there in a chair, like he's supposed to be relaxed. I mean, this guy's crazy agitated.
You think?
You know what? I'm okay with that.
No.
Why not?
Because how can you legalize a bunch of gangsters, killers, murderers, rapists?
I'm on your side and I'm a Trump supporter, sir.
Well, then
I'm
just-
on your side and I'm a Trump supporter. I believe in strong borders. I
Listen,
believe in deporting MS-13 gang members like
We
you.
are both independents. We cannot stand Trump,
As
just like a
well
lot of
as
people here.
we
But
have
there's some
to
things that
develop
we do believe in that the
They're still
Republicans
trying to
want to do.
really bypass
But he is not
our
one of them.
home rule.
All right, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time,
Charter
sir.
That
Thank
was
you.
passed
Thank
that
you.
said
I would
82%
just think about
of the
this.
vote.
Seriously, my
No,
channel
I'm
is
not-
Liberty
listen,
Hangout.
There is nothing that you can tell me. You can bring 100 people here to me right now,
There-
and they all say, yeah, we are for legalizing MS-13, and I will not believe it.
This is a special kind of stupid. So he's basically saying no matter how much evidence is provided, he will not believe that there's people out there that want to legalize MS-13. Even if they truly believe it, he won't believe. No matter how much evidence is presented to him, he's going to spam appeal to incredulity and appeal to invincible ignorance. So he basically just admitted no matter how much evidence you provide, like it doesn't matter how much evidence, he's not going to believe the evidence. So this is a special kind of delusion, though, because most people will pretend that they will go by what the evidence says, right? Like most scientism cultists, Democrat goofs, they're going to pretend to be about the evidence. He doesn't even do that. Like there's a certain kind of honesty with this guy's goof maxing. There's a certain kind of honesty here. But how many, next chapter says cognitive dissonance to the max? But he's like, it's almost like he's honest about it, though. It's like this guy deserves his own category.
I will not
Sir,
believe it, and I cannot believe it.
Can I ask you to go watch this video when it comes out? My channel is Liberty Hangout.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm giving you the proof.
Now, where is these pictures? What is this? Where's this? going?
Liberty.
She just told him like 5 times. Okay, is this guy legitimately mentally disabled, or is this mental illness? What is this? Like, she just told him where to go to watch. Like 3 times in a row. What is going on with this guy?
Hangout, my YouTube channel. Please go and watch this video, sir.
I don't watch any of that.
Here's something that'll make you look at your jacket. That's
Real Democrat.
you
I
that
watch
this is the
CNN,
proof you're
I watch
asking for.
MS.
Were able to
Now,
ride the bus
that's
to
what I
school and
watch
get
because
to
that's
school on time.
real stories.
But they moved away from
But you're
that.
saying the Storm Rain jacket today when you text Liberty to 36912. I'm telling you
I
that
watch
this is the
CNN,
proof you're
I watch
asking for.
MS.
Were able to
Now,
ride the bus
that's
to
what I
school and
watch.
get-
So this guy only watches CNN, and what did he say, MSNBC?
because that's real stories.
So only CNN and MSNBC is real. Oh man, this guy's funny.
But they moved away from
But you're
She should have asked him if CNN reports that there's all these Democrats that want to legalize MS-13. Would he believe it then? She should have asked that quick. I'm genuinely curious as how this guy would answer, though. Like, this guy's truly special. Oh, man.
saying that you don't believe your peers here today would agree with my signs, but they did. If you go to Liberty Hangout, you will be able to watch it.
How do I know that those are real?
Wait, so he just told her to bring them over here, but a second ago he said you could bring 100 people, and they could all say it, and he won't believe them anyway. Now he's telling her to bring them? What is wrong with this guy? Is this just, I don't know, some kind of special kind of mental health issue with mental disability? I mean, this guy's battling a lot of issues.
Real Democrats saying that.
Because it's the same people here today.
No way on this earth, God's earth, that people, Democrats are going to say, even Republicans are going to say, yeah, we want to legalize MS-13. There is no way, no way.
They did, sir, and you're in denial because it's a hard truth to swallow. It's a hard truth to swallow, and they're your friends. And when you watch the video, you're going to see it's the same people here today.
They are not true Democrats. If they are not true Christians, there is no way
Now he's going for the no true Scotsman fallacy.
that you can say that they're going to legalize MS-13.
This is a prime example of a Democrat who can't accept and see that his party has become so radical, and he's in denial. His party has become way too radical, and he has no idea how to cope with that right now.
It's just one thing that just got me upset.
You shouldn't be upset with me. You should be upset with the Democrats. You should be upset with the people here today who agreed with it.
I think this guy doesn't even know what he's upset about. This guy doesn't even seem to know.
Don't be upset with me, sir.
Stability has
why you acting like that?
What do you mean, how am I acting?
Stop going to places with.
Hopefully they cut back to that interaction. I want to see what happened there.
Excuse me?
You're talking about me.
And?
I just wanted to listen.
Why?
Because I love talking about me.
Then go talk about yourself.
No, I want to talk. I want to listen.
No, thank you.
What did he tell you about me?
Didn't say much that I didn't already know.
Oh, so you guys do know me. I got some fans here today. That's very cool. Do you guys
Fan is a
donate?
pretty strong word.
Well, you liked my signs. You were fans of my signs earlier. Yes, you did.
No.
You liked my signs.
I was trying to be inclusive.
So now we got some soy goofery going on. These guys are soy maxing. Oh man. Oh man. Austin NPC says, I'm with the guy because he has a Yankee hat and that supersedes politics. Jeff UNP says he looks like he hates his marriage and is tired of babysitting all the grandchildren instead of enjoying his retirement. The previous guy? Yeah.
To people coming to the protest.
You literally agreed with my sign that said criminalize hate.
No. I think this is the paradox of intolerance. You can tolerate anything except intolerance.
Every sign I showed you, you loved it.
Like, hate is bad.
So we should criminalize it, right?
No.
You said yes.
Well, I figured maybe you weren't the smartest person, so you didn't phrase your sign well. I didn't assume
That's
you were
who
an
you
instigator.
attract to your protest, not the smartest people.
When you're here, I guess. I'm not interested in talking to you.
You're interested in talking.
It's funny because the people that say they're not interested in talking, they're the ones that keep talking. Like, instead of just turning and walking away, they just keep talking.
About me.
I'm letting people know who you are.
I would love to listen. Go ahead. You have the mic.
No. Is that clear?
You're like my free PR team.
Cool.
You're out here.
Why is he still there talking to her if he doesn't want to talk to her? Soy max. He's even got that soy lisp.
You're just telling people who I am. Did you get my channel right? Liberty Hangout?
I don't know your
Did
channel.
he tell you my Patreon? Patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett. People at these things regularly assault me and hit
Oh, there we went. Finally.
me and like spit on me. So I actually have a security team. Even $5 a month helps support my work there. And it goes straight to my security fund. So I hope he told you that one.
Let me tell you why this matters. Is because it does go into policy because it goes into DEI.
No,
The policy.
Forget
Well, nope,
DEI,
that's a
because
policy that affects
DEI
people.
Was affected. It really affected women. It had nothing to do with race.
No, that's not true.
The DEI is not.
He just called it DEA. What is this guy involved with? Does this guy have something on his mind? Is he worried about somebody coming for him?
Race.
It absolutely
It's
is
not.
diversity, equity,
So
and
you really think
inclusion.
so?
Yeah, 100%. People.
I mean, look at this is definitely narsmaxing, because this guy, look at his face. He can't even consider the possibility that he's wrong. Like, that possibility doesn't exist in his mind, and I'm assuming that's why he's openly talking on camera when he knows this is going all over the internet. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just so fascinating watching this kind of psychology.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why? Tell me how.
And it's not me believing so.
Tell me how.
It's the
Tell me
law
how.
of it.
No, tell
Well,
me how.
I will if you let me.
Okay.
Okay. So different colleges supply scholarships for a certain amount of black people, a certain percentage of white people, a certain amount of race. So let me tell you this. A white person, for example.
So you
hold on,
saying
let me finish
college,
that.
Okay? You're saying college.
A white person, for example, who scored let's pretend it's out of 100, scored a 97, but they already had their allotted white people. So a black person who scored 96 now gets into the college because the white person slot was filled already.
She was being a little nice with that. More like 70 said.
Does that black person deserve to go to college with a 96 versus a 97?
I think who can afford to pay to go to college.
But that they don't let everyone in who can pay. You have to get certain test scores.
If you don't get those test scores, you can't do it.
And jobs will hire.
That's exactly what she just said. Oh, man. What is with these people? Like, you know what's interesting? Like, really smart people generally don't even do these on-camera interviews, which I guess kind of proves the point. Austin MP says John Cena should have changed the attitude adjustment to affirmative action.
Certain people.
Really?
Oh,
You think
100%
so?
look into Disney. Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah, you can look it up.
I'm a Christian. I heard you ask. I'm a Catholic specifically, so I'm the original Christian. I noticed there was a justice for the immigration place and the victims over there in the Everglades and Alligator Alcatraz. Would you do a vigil with me on behalf of Liberty Hangout and your visibility brigade? Could we join in a vigil for all of the Americans who have been killed by illegal aliens? Would you join me in that?
I'm not really. Thank you so much for your speech. It was really, really inspiring. Yeah.
Is that a yes or a no?
More about your platform.
I really appreciate that.
We're actually going to join together in a vigil for Americans who were killed by illegal aliens.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Would you join me in that?
I find it unfortunate as well, just like you. But it's not as many as you say.
I didn't say how.
Small percentage. I mean, I read. What?
How many Americans have been killed by illegal aliens?
How many do you say?
How many?
You said it's not as many, so tell me.
You tell me.
You told me.
I mean, this is just so fascinating to watch. Like, what do they... Is it just that these goofs have never actually been held accountable for anything? They've never been challenged for any of the words they used? So they're not... So they're not accustomed to having any kind of conversation with logic where they need to actually back up evidence. Just think about the level of goofery required to nonchalantly assume you know what someone else said. Maybe you do, but if you do, how are you not able to provide that? I mean, just the level of goofery here. I mean, this is a special kind of goofery.
It wasn't very many. So how many? What's your number?
You came to me.
Ma'am, you made a claim. It's your burden of proof to back it up.
No, that's what you say.
How many Americans have been killed by illegal aliens, ma'am?
Tell me.
So you actually don't know.
I do know.
What is it?
You know? You know?
The tu quo qui fallacy. No, you. But she's claiming to know. She's claimed twice now but refuses to actually provide whatever she's claiming to know or disclose what she claims to know that Caitlyn said. When you have a narcissist in a corner, this is what happens. It's just these circular tactics of goofery. Oh, man. Where do these people come from? She doesn't even sound like... She sounds like English isn't even her first language, which you would think... You would think that in other countries, this level of narcissism is not that extreme, but perhaps it is.
You're telling me.
Well, I'm stupid. Could you inform me?
I don't want to talk like this. I want to keep it civil and respectful.
Yeah, can't we be civil? I think
Yes.
as Christians.
Wait, what did she say that was not civil? Asking for them to back up what they said isn't civil. And you see this kind of goofery all the time. People start pretending. There's a few different copes here. Usually, like the libtard Democrat goofs, they're the ones melting down and they start the name calling and the profanity and the violence. But the other tactic is just some kind of passive aggressive pretending the other people are somehow not having a civil conversation.
Yes, as Christians, would you host with me? We could be co-host of this. We can rent out a space, put flags in the ground for all of the Americans that were killed by illegal aliens. Would you join me in that?
I find it terrible that it happened.
Would you join me in that?
But that's not really what I want to talk about with you.
I'm talking about that with you. I'm trying to build a bridge here. This is the Visibility Brigade. Can we bring some visibility to the Americans?
So are these two goofs sitting down? The fat goof, she can't even give a yes or no answer. Like, where's the civility? They're supposed to be Christians. Like, what is going on here?
They were killed by illegal aliens.
Can we bring visibility to the Epstein files? Does
Yes.
it bother you that almost our whole government is corrupt and nobody
Yes.
is bringing the Epstein files? Why is nobody being charged?
Why won't you shake my hand and agree to
know you were
have a vigil? Yes, I want to. This isn't how people wave unless you're doing something different.
But why can't
Wait, she thinks somebody holding out their hand is a wave? I mean, is this mental disability? Or is this just some kind of weird passive-aggressive goofery? Like, why? This is one of the weirdest interactions I've ever seen. What is going on here? Like, what is going on? And is that her mother sitting there? I mean, I don't know. It's an older lady, I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm asking.
Why can't
Just
you?
be nice.
Why
Just
can't?
talk normally.
I want to hold a vigil with
Just
you.
talk normally. First of all, you're in disguise.
They won't hold a vigil for Americans killed by illegal aliens because they refuse to accept that number is astronomical. AliPac, Americans for Legal Immigration, it's a pact that talks about legal immigration. They are documenting right now, adding every single name that they can find of an American who has been killed by an illegal alien. Go to AliPac, I think it's org. It's a pack. And they have a document where they're updating it every single day, every single American that has been killed by an illegal alien. And I would love to join you in a visibility event for them. Would you join me in that?
You know what? I'm going to tell you something, okay?
The answer is
I
no.
love all people.
Do you think we should be hired?
I mean, isn't it kind of weird how some people just can't give yes or no answers? And it was kind of hilarious how Caitlyn gave her a taste of her own medicine, because at the beginning, the fat goof just ignored her and continued to having a conversation there. And then, yeah. This is funny stuff. This is funny stuff.
Based on merit or based on race?
They're not being hired based on merit. They're being hired because they're too lazy. They don't want to do the job.
But should they be hired based on merit or race? Because DEI would tell you race.
It's not. You keep saying DI with race. It's not race.
Yes, it is.
It's not. Because I can line up 10 white guys and 10 black guys, and who you think going to get the job if they're all lazy?
Whoever does. Well,
they're
I mean,
all lazy.
that's not what we're talking about, though.
That's
We're
what-
talking
that
about
is
the
what it
policy
is.
of.
Nope, that is known as a red herring logical fallacy. I mean, this goof, I don't know, maybe he is, well, I don't know if he's honest, because if he's saying he doesn't lock the door because his daughter knows how to fight, so he just never locks the door. What about his wife? Does he have a wife? What about any other children? Is there nobody in that? So they're just such lethal experts. You know what's crazy? Why don't you poll a bunch of UFC fighters or world champion boxers and ask them if they lock their door? Like, I don't know. Maybe this guy's on some kind of drugs. I don't know. He Freudian slipped DEA instead of DEI earlier. So
DEI. Let's
So,
pretend
wait a
they're all
minute.
great.
The reason I'm saying that is because people got this big thing about, oh, immigrants, we don't want them here. But they're the ones that's doing the jobs.
No one's saying people don't want immigrants here. People don't want illegal.
Why are you saying that DEI is being referred to as this is how they get hired?
Because that
I'm
is
a supervisor
the-
of a company, and I got news for you. If you're not qualified to do what we're needing, I don't give a damn if you're the green orange man.
nobody's talking about qualified. The issue, like, this might be legitimate mental disability, because she was saying the qualifications are either the same or close, and that's where DEI comes in. Or maybe not even close. If each category's already been filled, then they have to go to the next tier. But is this guy really that brain dead that he doesn't know DEI is about minorities, which obviously factors race? Like, how clueless is this guy?
So you work for a great company who
you're
doesn't
not-
have DEI policies.
Oh, they do have one, but I don't do that. I don't do
Well,
that.
you might. You're gonna.
So wait, so he just ignores the policy? Well, good on him if he does, but like, this is weird. It must be kind of funny. I don't know how old this girl is here in the red. She looks pretty young. I mean, imagine getting this logically and intellectually eviscerated in public, immortalized on the internet by basically a young kid. Like, this guy just, I don't think he can cope with it. Look at his facial expression. Like, I don't think he can cope with this level of logical evisceration by a kid. I mean, this must be tough. This must be tough. Austin MP says this guy is stupid. Austin MP says Fader doesn't lock his door. Okay, I don't know about Fader Emelianenko, but I would, who thinks that the majority of MMA fighters don't lock their doors?
Get fired for not doing it.
No, I don't. Because if you're not qualified,
So-
you can't work it. Because
so-
in my line of work, if you don't do what you're supposed to do and know what you're doing, people are going to get hurt.
Again, the anecdotal logical fallacy has nothing to do with the nationwide applications, if he's even telling the truth, which is highly suspect here.
So let me go
People
back
gonna
to
get
the
hurt.
immigrant thing. Do you think immigrants who do the job correctly deserve to be here?
Do you see their home? Do you see their homes they're
No.
living in?
Do you agree with what I said?
What are they bothering? What are they doing wrong?
Well,
are they
they're
doing wrong?
they're murdering our
No,
citizens.
No.
They are.
That's that Republican mindset.
Do you know who?
Wait, so illegals haven't killed anybody? What is this? I mean, wow. Again, this guy Freudian slipped the DEA earlier. He might be hitting that crack pipe. I don't know.
Laken Riley is?
You know how many pedophiles?
Do you know
are
who
in-
Laken Riley is?
You know how many pedophiles are in?
So do you not
in
know
the
who
in
Laken
the
Riley is?
Republican-
Wait, what does that have to do with anything? So because there's a bunch of criminals in the Republican Party, that means nobody should care about illegals murdering people. This isn't even red herring. This is like a straight up non sequitur diversion fallacy. Non sequitur. It's not even related. Wow. So because there's a bunch of criminals in this one group, nobody should give a crap about other criminals killing people, harming children, etc. Like, what? What? Oh, man. Oh, man. This is crazy.
You know who Laken Riley
I don't
is?
know
We're
who
not
it
talking
is.
about the
But
Democratic
you're
Party. We're talking
talking
about
about
the illegal immigrants, aliens,
Immigrants.
who cross the border
We're all
unvetted.
illegal immigrants.
That
Every
is
last-
so not
Every
true.
fucking one of us from that's in the U.S. Our grandfather.
I was born here. I'm absolutely.
What is he smoking? Grandparents what is it? Grandfather's grandparents or grandparents? Weren't from, well, some people's grandparents are from here, from the U.S. And other people immigrated legally. I mean, this is kind of a weird cope. Because I know one of the Democrat talking points is everyone is illegal on stolen land. And then, like, on Twitter, like, where there's a lot of retard maxers, like, full-time retard maxers, day in, day out. It's always funny when I bring this up from To the American Indian by Lucy Thompson, 1856, talking about the traditions of the ancient white people that were here before the natives. So, yeah, this is just going back through the history. You could check this out. It's a celebrated work, To the American Indian by Lucy Thompson, 1856. The ancient white people that were here before everybody else, before the modern native, well, the ancient Native American. So, but the point isn't even whether this is true or not. The point is the retardation required to hallucinate that history is even known, and whether or not it's relevant to the current government or society. Now, again, I'm not a statist, so I would never bootlick or shill government in any way, but obviously this is the United States, and countries do have borders. Now, these borders are not physically real. They're imaginary in the sense that these lines were drawn and changed many times, but they exist right now, and they're enforced by people with guns, so that's a fact. There's a lot of things that are hallucinated and enforced with guns, pretending that's not the case and crying about stolen land when, of course, the natives were stealing from each other. And I actually do not like the Republican cope of trying to say that the noble savage or the noble Native American is wrong, because the Native Americans were like anybody else. The Native American elders were pretty awesome. If anybody's looked at the Native American 10 Commandments, I mean, they're pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome. If you've checked out the Altered History series and the Real History of the World series I have on MINDSHOCK, I talk about how one of the leading theories is that the so-called Native Americans were survivors of Atlantis in the previous, again, nobody really knows, but if the last reset was Tartaria, the one before could have been Atlantis, or Atlantis could have been even the one before that, or the one before that. But there was a certain kind of wisdom from the survivors of Atlantis that technology brings about destruction, and that all these indigenous people living everywhere, part of their wisdom is to live with nature and not development of advanced technology, because that leads to the destruction of the world. So the Native Americans have a lot of wisdom, and yes, there were some troublemakers within Native American tribes that, killed women and children and did a lot of evil things. Kind of like modern societies, kind of like the U.S. government in the Middle East. I mean, this stuff's not rocket science.
Absolutely not illegal.
So if you got a child that's born here, as Trump said.
Do you know who Laken Riley is? Let's go back to that.
I don't know who.
Okay, I'll tell you who she is.
Okay.
She was a college student who was brutally murdered on campus while she was.
How many white guys have murdered college students?
So you don't care about her? That's not.
Look at these diversion tactics. Let's bring up some stats. Like, if this guy wants to divert, let's play his game. Let's play his game. If he's so worried about white people killing people, if I were her, why didn't she ask about how many people black people kill? If you want to do diversion fallacies. I mean, these are some interesting stats right here from the FBI. White female murderers make up the smallest per capita domination at 0.7, and then white male murderers make up the second. Hispanic female murderers 2.4. Wow, that's a lot higher than white females. And then white male murderers are 3.5. Now, people that might be wrong. That number might actually be drastically lower because they keep counting Hispanics as white. Maybe I should do a whole podcast on that. I forget the guy on Twitter. There's a Twitter account that documents like all these arrests. So he's going through police blotters in all these cities, and all these suspects that these murder suspects that are clearly not white. They put white So their skin is really dark. They're clearly like some kind of Hispanic, black mix. Some of them are actually black. And they put white. And then that goes into the FBI database. So this 3.5 number might actually be drastically inflated. But yeah, black female murderers, 5.8. Almost double. That's crazy. Oh, man. This is crazy stats. Does this goof know about these stats? He probably doesn't even know. If he wants to go with diversion fallacies, yeah, crazy sauce.
What we're talking about, if the borders were closed, Lake and Riley would be alive.
It ain't got nothing to do with it. You could run your ass out in the middle of that street and get hit by a car. And just
Wow,
because
that's
you're
really
white, you got hit by a
sad.
car.
That's really sad.
Who cares if she died, she died. But
What? Is this guy straight up evil? Who cares that innocent people die? This guy's a psychotic. This guy's a sociopath. Has this guy been investigated? Who cares if innocent people die? Man, he's pulling a straight Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. Wow. This guy's evil.
it wasn't that because he was
If she died, she died.
It wasn't because she was an immigrant.
I think that any.
Wait, nobody said Laken Riley died because Laken Riley was an immigrant. This guy's not even literate. Wow.
Anybody who wants to enter into the country should be allowed because it is a human right to seek a better life in our country.
There's way more nuance to that than to say blanket yes or blanket no.
Also, you do believe in like border enforcement and immigration laws.
Laws are important.
There we go. You're the first one to say that today.
That's funny. Her tone was like Joe Pesci with that guy in the stand counting trees and bushes. Yeah, just call a number out when you know. Man, the condescension was off the charts. I don't know if it's warranted or not. I mean, this guy didn't really say anything bad yet. I don't know.
All right, you might be voting for the wrong party, buddy.
I'm not so sure that that's a correct statement. Because you don't know who I vote for.
You vote for Democrats.
Do you know that?
Yes.
How do you know that?
This guy's kind of funny, actually.
I can tell.
Wait, hold on. So she said you might be voting for the wrong party. He says, how do you know that? So is he assuming he didn't vote for... So he's agreeing that the Democrat Party is wrong? Based on her assumption? So he agreed that it's wrong, and he may or may not have voted for the wrong party in his own mind, what he thinks is the wrong party. These people are funny. I mean, say what you will. These psychos are funny. Austin MP says voting fake. Yeah, but I'm just examining the psychology of these status bootlickers.
Here at a Democrat rally.
Well, why are you here?
Okay, I did not know you were a Trump supporter. I'm sorry.
Why are you here?
I just came to find a Trump supporter, and I guess I found one.
Well, you may have, you
Hey,
may not.
this guy's a Trump supporter. That's insane.
Did I say that?
You said you didn't vote Democrat.
I said you don't know how I voted.
So you did vote for Donald Trump.
You don't know how I voted.
That's crazy. Adam, get him. He voted for Donald Trump. That's insane. How many times? 3?
You're making assumptions.
So correct me. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Who I voted for is my
That's
own...
crazy. 3 times?
What?
You voted for him.
Isn't it funny? He just keeps taking the bait. He's kind of smart enough not to really dig himself a hole because he didn't really make any claims about anything, right? He didn't really say anything. He didn't really. And then he just said that she's assuming while agreeing with her statement that the Democrat Party is the wrong party. So, yeah, this guy's not that bad, but he still allows himself to be baited. He's standing in a super defensive posture. And he's simply not walking away. Why is he still here talking? I mean, that's what the funny part about a lot of these is.
3 times?
That would be illegal.
He ran for president 3 times, sir.
Oh, well, there's the stupidity right there. Well, nobody said he won 3 times. Well, he kind of did. But regardless, it would be illegal to vote for him 3 times?
Did?
He did. Did you forget that?
I guess I'm not real good on history.
Is he real good with anything?
You don't remember Donald Trump running for president 3 times?
What is your point?
Oh man, the deflection.
2016, 2020, and 2024, sir. Which year did you forget?
Probably all of them.
Wait, so if he forgot all of them, is he admitting that he voted for the wrong party then? This is funny. Jeff UNP says, my father says it's all rigged all the time, but he also keeps voting. Wow, that's a different category of person, right? That's an entirely different category. Justin Johnson says he's trolling her. It looks like she's trolling him because he's all stuttering and sputtering and deflecting.
There is
She's just having fun, making a fool of him.
a local assisted living facility that I drove past on my way here. I will, for your benefit, find their phone number and give that to you.
Oh, that would be appreciated.
Now he's playing into it a little bit, but it's funny.
You're welcome, sir. God
Yeah.
bless you.
Well, same to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let me tell you this. Do you have any children?
That guy was like a master of passive aggression.
Yes, I do.
Okay. A man comes into your house. This
And
is going to be,
murdered
let me
her.
tell you, it's going to be graphic what I'm about to say. Murders her, stabs her multiple times.
It happens.
What? He doesn't care? Wait, what? What father in the entire world is gonna smirk and say it happens when somebody brings up a hypothetical of their daughter being stabbed to death? What kind of father is gonna smile and say it happens? What is his own daughter gonna think when she sees this? This is insane. This, I mean, I don't know what this is. What is this? There's people like this walking around? Oh man. What kind of father would smile, shrug, and say it happens at the hypothetical of their daughter being murdered and stabbed to death? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Is this the average Democrat?
It happens.
It happens.
What if you had a lock on your door?
It happens.
What if you had a lock on your door and the person who was...
Okay, so now he's just stuck in the cycle of just spamming a phrase to cope with being logically eviscerated by this young kid. Imagine being a man, what is he in his, I don't know how old he is. He could be 40s, 50s, maybe 60. I don't know. It looks pretty decent if he's 60. But he looks older than 30. He looks like he's in his mid 40s to late 50s, maybe. And how would it, like, I guess he just can't cope with being logically eviscerated by a young girl. I mean, this is kind of weird. Although, to be fair, if he's lacking the mental capacity, I mean, he might behave the same way with anybody else, older people logically eviscerating him.
trying to come in was deterred because you locked your door, your daughter would still be alive.
It happens.
Does this guy even care about his daughter? So he's not interested in preventing the murder of his daughter. This is crazy. This is crazy. Imagine digging yourself in such a hole as to not even care about your own daughter. Man, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I was not expecting this level of goof maxing.
None of us is perfect. You know, locks
Am
on.
I...
What? His response to somebody hypothetically stabbing his daughter to death is nobody's perfect? What? What are we watching here? What are we watching? What is this? This is crazy. Is his daughter there? They should have brought his daughter over and kind of asked her what she thought about him. This is absolutely insane. This is complete insanity here. Look at the girl is in shock and awe and disbelief that someone would care this little about their own daughter. Like, what?
Am I saying people are perfect?
No,
Do you
nobody's
care about
perfect,
your
but that's what
daughter?
I'm
Do you
saying.
lock your front door?
Absolutely not. I don't need to.
Why?
I mean, Look at her face. She's like, who am I talking to? Is this guy like the king of retards? Look at that smile on his face, though. Who thinks he's lying? I mean, I don't know. If he seems kind of stupid, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Justin Johnson says, does he even have a daughter? That's a great question. He could be lying about everything. Can't put anything past this guy. Well, this guy might also just be so high he doesn't even know where he is or what's going on. That would actually explain. That's one of the only things that would explain this situation.
Wow. What's your address?
Yeah.
Tell him. Illegal immigrants, come stay at his address. He does not lock his doors.
But see,
his daughter is available.
You're trying to make it about
Oh man. Wow, she's crazy. She's going hard in the paint. His daughter's available. That was kind of ice cold. I mean, this is kind of crazy. Wow, she's going hard to expose the goof.
Immigrants. It's not immigrants.
I'm not making it about anything. I'm
sick,
saying
it's sick
this
males.
person,
It had nothing to do with
this
his
caused
family.
this, which caused murder.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
You don't lock.
Wow, he's going to Jeffrey Dahmer. That's where his brain went, to Jeffrey Dahmer. By the way, if you haven't checked out the Jeffrey Dahmer podcast on MINDSHOCK, the most comprehensive out there, his rebuttal to not locking his door is Jeffrey Dahmer, which may have actually been a government MK Ultra victim enabled by the U.S. government. Scott Hawkins says he's gotta be homeless to be this clueless. Austin MP says she needs a 10-day WWE contract. Yeah, I have to say, that was one of the most ice cold exposings I've ever seen. I don't think Caitlyn Bennett would go that hard. Man, I don't know anybody that would. Maybe Candace Owens, but like that was hard in the paint. Oh man. Jeff U1P says he looks like these two guys from The Simpsons, Lenny and the other. Well, this guy just made the list. All-time goofs. I mean, wow, this is absolutely goofalicious. He just made the all-time goofs list. I have to make a note here. This guy just made the list. Welcome, Franklin Loza Peredo.
Your door. Come on. Are you being disingenuous?
No, I live in Volusia County.
You don't lock your door.
We don't worry about stuff like that.
You don't lock your door.
No, I live in Volusia County. It's nice, so we don't have to.
Well, for the safety of your daughter, I encourage you to lock your door.
No, my daughter. I'm not worried. She can fight.
So he's not worried about the Jeffrey Dahmers of the world because his daughter can fight. So his daughter never sleeps. Somebody, like, what does being able to fight have to do with locking your door? Somebody can't come in. What if somebody comes in with a gun? Like, or even a knife. Like, even if you know how to fight, somebody with a knife in the dark, or two people with knives, or a bat, it don't matter if you can fight. Like, this is a special kind of stupid here. Look at her face here.
Not worried.
She just won a huge fan. I do like her more than Caitlyn Bennett now. That was hilarious. His daughter is available. Available for what? This is one of the craziest interviews I've ever seen. Oh man. Scott Hawkins says this guy has many screws missing. Oh man.
Think about Jeffrey.
So you not lock your door and have your daughter fight someone off, then lock your door.
He wants everybody thinking about Jeffrey Dahmer. Would Jeffrey Dahmer even go after his daughter? If his daughter's an actual female? Why is this guy obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer? What is going on?
I don't think you're being honest with me.
I'm a veteran. I will not touch
Each
you.
and every one of you here in Seminole County.
Excuse me? Why not? That's what I am, and I'm proud of it. I'm not pointing my finger at you, but you don't just come behind me and stand in front of me while I'm talking to her. I'm talking to her, and you.
And we cannot let
Exactly. So you don't need to. He don't need to be standing over me like he's gonna stop me from talking to her.
This is
No,
our
no.
lives
And don't
as
tell
we
me
are
don't
one
use the
senator,
veteran
and we
excuse.
deserve
I'm a veteran,
a
10
senator
years.
county.
So is my grandfather, Purple
Well,
Heart.
fine,
Yeah,
good.
you should
But what's
give
that
man
got to do
some
with
face,
me
though.
saying?
If it has nothing to do with anything, why'd you bring it up? If being a veteran has nothing to do with anything, why did he bring it up? Well, he's back to this guy. This is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
That we're able
It was about the.
No, and don't.
Hey,
No, don't you, officer, he is lying. I will not touch her. Will not touch her. That's a lie right there. That is a lie, sir.
Hey.
Don't
See, you
let
get
these
out because
idiots.
It doesn't.
Thank you guys so much for watching today.
These people are hilarious. Let's watch that. I wanna watch that line again.
Hey, how many times?
Man was deterred because you locked your door. Wow. What's your address?
Yeah.
Tell him. Illegal immigrants, come say it his address. He does not lock his doors. His daughter is available.
Wow, that was so cold. That was so cold. Oh man. Wow. All right. Let's go to the next clip here. I don't know if anything can beat that.
What's your address?
Yeah.
Tell him. Illegal immigrants, come say it his address. He does not lock his doors. His daughter is available.
Oh man. All right, let's go to the next clip. Man, wow. Okay.
Do you think that we should allow a 14-year-old child to get her breasts cut off?
If it's cut as a yes or no, then yes.
What?
There's a million unborn people
A child?
from abortion. Is that funny?
Yes, it is. Oh, it's very funny.
So
He thinks killing 1 million humans is funny? That's crazy.
I guess we should probably just kill them before they're born, right? Yeah. Republicans are violent.
Yes.
I'm asking for one specific example that is a right-winger who went out and committed an act of violence against Susan touch me.
He went into a place that was having known violence going on.
By who? By who? Violence by who? Leftists. This public property. I think it's untrue that I can't stop.
Step over here.
No, I'm gonna. Violence by who? Leftists.
So you know what's crazy? So this is the free state of Florida, where if anybody's not familiar, Caitlin Bennett actually got trespassed. This was some kind of a big deal, where there was some kind of like brain dead city supervisor or somebody that was in charge of permitting that trespassed her from this place. And then this was this whole thing, and then they got, I don't know exactly what happened, whether it was dismissed or they were just found in the wrong. But Aflizu Gortra says the mental dysfunction is disgusting. I mean, it's astonishing. Like, these people are goof maxing beyond anything I ever thought possible. They look like they're goof maxing harder than globe earthers in flat earth debates.
Here at the Lakeland Farmers Market for the 1-year anniversary of getting trespassed from this public property. I think it's untrue that I can't stop.
Step over here.
No, I'm going to continue my interviews.
You guys are saying kind of disrespectful things about deportation and saying some hateful statements.
Okay.
So at this point, now they do want to have you trespass from the property.
Wait, what does that have to do with freedom of speech? Like, and these police that are goof maxing. Like, I don't know. I don't think she sued the police individually, which she obviously should have done.
We're back doing the exact same thing that got me in trouble to begin with. Asking for political hot takes from leftists here in the public square. You already know how this is going to end. Roll the tape. So I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to say my statements, and you just say agree or disagree. And there's no in the middle. It's just agree or disagree. Uh-huh. That's what makes it so fun. Okay, ready? Republicans are violent.
Yes.
Okay. Deport all illegals.
No.
Okay. We should support transing the kids.
Transing the kids or support trans kids?
Well, supporting trans kids, and let me clarify, that means at any age, if they come to us and say that they're of the opposite sex or in the wrong body, we should do whatever means necessary to help them transition.
Okay, that's based on parent and kid. So I'll say yes, support trans kids, but that's I should stay out of that though.
Okay. There should be no limits on abortion.
I like how there's the qualifier, I should stay out of it. As if it's impossible to make a moral judgment on something. Like serial killers are out there killing people. Should you stay out of it? I mean, you're not the victim. You're not the family of the victim. Should you stay out of it because you're not a serial killer and you're not a serial killer victim? So it doesn't concern you. Like, you're not allowed to make a moral judgment on that? It's weird. Weird.
Agree.
Okay. And Trump is the worst president that we've had in our lifetime.
Totally agree.
You can check mark the things that you...
You know what's crazy? Let's get real controversial. Who thinks... So Trump term 1 was kind of interesting, right? Let's get into Trump a little bit. We don't get into Trump that much. I do need to do a deep dive on Trump. Yeah, there's just so much to go over with Trump. But let's look at the basics here. Trump term 1 was so interesting. Because Trump term 1 was just coming off of practically the worst of American modern history. I mean, you got these genocidal scum completely destroyed the economy. And Biden as well, later. But up to 2016, these genocidal scum and those that preceded them. So this is Trump term 1. Term 1 only. Obviously, term 2 is an entirely different animal. This is term 1. Look at these genocidal scum that preceded Trump. These New World Order puppets that completely destroyed the economy, practically every single system within the U.S. It was just a complete annihilation that looks absolutely intentional. Intentional. And obviously Obama setting all kinds of records. All kinds of records. Racking up more debt than all 43 presidents combined from 1789 through 2008. A kill count that would make the most prolific serial killers jealous. So this is what Trump came in after, and let's look at his record here. Again, this is only term 1. So term 1 only. I mean, wow. He did pretty good. This is U.S. Treasury Department change in total federal debt. You have Trump adding less federal debt differential. This is the cumulative percent change from Inauguration Day. Obviously, Obama's the worst. I actually was not expecting Clinton to be worse than Bush. But here you have it, W. Bush. So then Biden comes in, decimates everything. Not that this was good enough. This obviously wasn't even good enough to reverse and save the country, obviously. But it's curious. You could definitely make an argument that Trump term 1 was the best president in modern history. And then you have term 2. I don't know what, I mean, it's not even over, and it's looking pretty bad. Jeff UNP says politics are rigged since they invented it. Some presidents did some good things, but the agenda was being pushed. Even JFK was a puppet in some way, but I think what he did could rest his soul. Yeah, maybe. JFK might have been the last legit one. But it's kind of hard to argue with Trump term 1 statistics. Now, was that all by design? Was Trump a Trojan horse brought in under the guise of savior, so he was allowed to do certain things and not initiate the bombings of children in other countries like all the genocidal scum that came before him since JFK? But then term 2, he's executing the plan, or did he become compromised? We'll go over all of that in the Trump deep dive. Justin Johnson says, even JFK, there's no exceptions. Yeah, you can definitely make an argument for that as well. Justin Johnson says, good cop, bad cop, all actors on the world stage. Well, it all goes back to, are they being used as useful idiots? How aware are they of their own role? And can they try to redeem themselves if they no longer want to participate in their MK Ultra situation? Austin MP says, when I was in middle school, they did a vote in the '08 election with students. Every grade's AIG class voted red. Every other class voted for Obama. Al Aflees says, Trump is a puppet like the other 52. Pedro says, she's right about Trump, though. Well, again, term one by the stats. You can't say that he's worse than everybody. Although this term, this is going to be a crazy one once the stats come in, because, I mean, obviously, it's not over yet, so we can't really rack it all up. But with all of the new military initiations, with the protection of Monsanto and all that filth, regarding the spraying of food and all of that, I don't know if there's any coming back from that.
Agree with? Okay, Republicans are violent. Agree or disagree? Okay. Support all illegals.
No one's illegal on stolen land.
Of course. Support trans kids. 100%. No abortion limits. Okay. Trump is the worst president of the United States.
So no abortion limit would be 1 second before birth? Is that what they have in Israel? That's kind of dark. That's dark. The Moloch sacrifices. That's really dark. Wow. Yeah, I just looked it up because somebody mentioned that. That's crazy. In Israel, you can abort until the moment of birth. So like 1 second before birth? That's crazy.
States.
1,000,000%.
Okay, I love how you made up your own metrics. How are Republicans violent?
Just their beliefs. Racism.
Some of them.
Okay.
And, well, ICE. Abolish ICE.
Okay. So when we say Republicans, there's been a lot of political violence in our country lately, and people are saying, oh, the right commits more, or some people are saying the left commits more. Do you see more right-wing violence from Republicans?
I mean, I just think that the hate is violent.
Okay, so their ideas are violent.
Yeah.
What are some of the Republican ideas that are violent?
Supporting ICE.
Okay. And their support of ICE is a violent thing about them. Okay.
Well,
can you name
murdering citizens
and children? That's in with children.
Well, putting children in camps.
I do have to point out that if murdering children is violence, you guys did agree with no abortion limits at all.
Well, we're different on that opinion.
Yeah.
How do you justify that? That's violence, their ideas are violence, but you support abortion without...
See how triggered the older woman got? Like, the triggering is always so evident. Like, if you're really confident in your position and you believe the position is logical and legitimate, why would you get so triggered? It's almost like the subconscious knows, and you can't fool the subconscious mind. A flea is asking, have y'all heard of General Hospital, One Life to Live? Wait, why? Soap operas. Wait, are you saying that's politics? Is that what you're saying?
Restriction.
I don't agree with abortion necessarily. And this is not that I support abortion. It's that I support a right to choose.
That is supporting abortion, right?
What? So is this just English illiteracy at this point? So you don't agree with serial killers killing people, but you support with their right to choose if they so choose to kill people? Because it's their choice. I mean, the logical inconsistency is what's crazy about this. Because there are some evil people out there that are logically consistent, so you can't call them stupid. They can call them evil all day, but they're logically consistent about the evil.
Well, no.
Did you put a check mark next to no abortion limits?
Yeah. Well,
That means women have the right.
yeah.
And
Men
no
do not have
limits.
the right to tell me what my limits are.
Really? Do you think that you should be allowed to rape and hit people?
No.
No.
Well, that's a limit that you have with your body, right?
It's almost like they've never thought about this in their entire life before. I mean, look at the glazed over fluoride stare from the woman on the left. The woman on the right is just full trigger mode. The woman on the left just glazed over. Look at her face. Her face is gone. She's mentally gone. It's like she never considered the possibility that a serial killer does have the right to go out there and choose to kill people, but that doesn't mean it should be lawful, or it is lawful, just because they choose to do it.
No, because you're putting that upon other people's bodies.
Yeah, so we are not allowed to use our bodies to hurt other people. Right. Just like you don't like how ICE agents.
Here's your pen.
Right, just kind of like how you think ICE agents are using their bodies to hurt people.
Yeah.
Deport all illegals. Agree or disagree?
Which one is agree and which one disagree?
A check mark for agree.
I disagree.
Disagree? Okay. Support trans kids.
Definitely agree. Because why wouldn't I?
We don't know who this individual is or what this individual identifies as, but the soy lisp is there.
Okay. No abortion limits. So abortion through all 9 months without apology for any reason a woman wants it. Okay. Trump is the worst president of the United States we've ever had.
I don't agree, but I don't disagree with that one either.
We have to pick one.
That one, I'm going to skip that one too.
Okay. Let's go back to support trans kids. Why do you agree with supporting trans kids?
So it kind of depends, because I'm not saying I wouldn't. At first, I will let them explore, and then when they get old enough, then I'll let them transition. Because they're still kids at the end of the day. They're not fully developed, so they don't really know. And even as an adult, we don't even know. So it kind of goes back and forth.
Wait, so adults don't know anything either? Wait, what? So if kids don't know, adults don't know, nobody knows. Nobody knows anything.
I would just be real careful with that one though. But I definitely support them. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna support them.
In what ways would you support a trans identifying child?
Definitely let them be more gender fluid. If you let them be more gender fluid, then they can experience both things. That way, then if they know, they know. So once they hit that age, they're fully welcome to do whatever they want to do. So I would say let them really branch off, see what they like.
We should deport all illegals.
I also disagree.
Disagree with that? Okay. We should support trans kids. And that means by helping.
Is it just me, or does this individual, I don't know if this is a man, but this individual, it looks like it, not only does he have no pectoral muscles, but it looks like his chest is actually concaving in. It almost looks like he has negative muscle mass in his chest. Is that just me? Or is anybody else noticing that? He looks like he has a concave pectoral area.
Helping them transition.
I agree with that.
You agree with that?
Is that, I don't know if I've ever seen this much concavity. This is kind of weird. I mean, the soy levels must be off the charts and testosterone nowhere to be found.
There should be no limits on abortion.
I agree.
Agree? Go ahead and put that. Trump is the worst president in history.
I disagree.
Disagree with that. Okay. Support trans kids, and I clarified that meant.
It's kind of strange. Like a lot of these either mentally disabled people or mentally unwell people, normally they all say unequivocally Trump is the worst president ever, but it's kind of weird, right? Now that he's into term 2 and he's actually doing some horrible things, Now they start to disagree that he's the worst ever. So in term one, when at least he had the stats to back up a decent performance, perhaps the best in modern history, they all thought he's the worst ever. Now that he's actually doing horrible things, all of a sudden a few of them are giving pause. They're giving pause. Justin Johnson says, a pirate's dream, a sunk-in chest. No, but that just jumped out at me. Like, because Soy Lodge has the opposite problem. He's got, like, you know, a lot of breast tissue. But this guy, like, it's so, the concavity is so pronounced. Like, how am I the only one who noticed that? It just looks so weird.
That would also mean helping them transition as minors. Why do you support that?
I believe you can put them on hormone blockers or some other thing that's probably reversible. I mean, if the kid wants it, just do it. I believe in do shit whatever they want to. I don't know, man.
You said probably reversible.
Probably.
But what if it's not?
Oh well.
What? Oh well, who cares? This is weird. Like, so what if somebody identifies as an amputee? You're gonna chop their arms and legs off and then they change their mind and you're just gonna shrug and say, oh well, oh well.
You think we should just look at a child's health and their future and the pills we're putting in their body and say, well, oh well, if it's not reversible?
Yeah. Basically.
Why do you feel that way about children?
It's more of, well, I don't really know.
So he just hates children and he doesn't know why? This is weird. I mean, he definitely wants them to be slaughtered before they're born. No problem with that. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Oh man, this is crazy.
To deport all illegals. Okay. We should support trans kids, and that means, and let me clarify before you put something down, we should support them in a way of transitioning if they say that they want to transition. Okay?
Check mark on that.
There should be no limits on abortions.
I would agree with that. Would you agree with that?
More or less, if
If we're getting into generalizations, because I feel like most late-term abortions are like a medically necessary one when we talk about them like that.
Okay. Trump is the worst president.
Oh, this is such a subjective question because I know about some really awful presidents we've had in the past. Oh.
That's where it tests your ability.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no.
No.
Look at her fighting the TDS, and she wins. She won the TDS fight. Look how shocked Caitlin is. She won the fight against the TDS.
Oh, all right. That pains you.
It pains me physically, but I know about Andrew Jackson, and he was a really terrible human being.
So can you give me one example of a right-winger who has committed an act of violence?
Yes, but I can't think of their name. But
So she can tell you, but she can't think of it. Oh man, when has basic English comprehension and literacy completely gone out the window? What was the year? Was it 2011? My line of demarcation, 2012, began the beginning of the end.
Have you ever heard of Savannah Craven?
no.
Savannah Hernandez.
Hey, are you ready to walk?
Have you ever heard of Charlie Kirk?
We've got to go. Thank you.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Catholic school students that were all shot up by trans-identifying people? Any example of a right-winger committing acts of violence? Any?
My stepfather.
In what way?
Rape and beating me.
In the name of republicanism?
Yes.
Well, that's really terrible. So that's really, really horrible. But the fact that she invoked it then and there was kind of weird too. So she's been traumatized severely. That almost explains it though, right? Like if she was gaslit into thinking that this criminal, if that's true, her stepfather, if this criminal, the reason for his criminality was his political affiliation, and because of all the deep trauma and the gaslighting by CNN, that almost explains her. I mean, how do you not feel bad for her? But it doesn't explain all these other goes.
Yes. He raped you, and I'm sorry about that. He raped you because that's a Republican ideology? Are there different implications that if we subject children and we tell them, yeah, you know what, experiment, maybe you are in the wrong body? Or is it more important to tell them, actually, you are a boy? And
I think it's better if we let them experiment.
Okay.
Experiment.
Does that also apply if they want to experiment as being an amputee, like a quadruple amputee? Is that... Why does nobody ask that position? So they're children, so clearly their brains are not developed, they're not that smart, they don't have that much experience, they're very ignorant, they're very prone to gaslighting. So why would you not allow them to have the experience of an amputee if they want to identify with that experience? What would the reason against that be? And would that reason also apply if they want to identify as something else?
Because at the end of the day, you don't even know.
we know. We know.
Until you hit about a certain age.
Well, we know what men and women are.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
But
Well, didn't this individual, didn't this do-rag individual previously say even adults don't know? Oh man, this is tough to watch.
we also don't know what we like.
Does that change if you're a man or a woman?
Now that I think about it, I never really thought about it that way. Huh. Good fruit for thoughts.
Who, he said that? This guy in the jersey?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Did he say good food for thoughts?
I think I played the fifth.
You definitely... Are you drunk?
No, I'm completely sober.
Really? So you act like this completely sober?
Yeah.
I don't mind if you shout things about me, but what I would appreciate is if you're gonna shout things about me, especially things that are false, that when I come up to you, you can own up to it and then engage in a dialogue instead of shouting things.
I mean, yeah, I admit it was me.
Okay. Did you say you're sorry?
No.
Isn't it weird how this random lady has to go around disciplining these fat soy goofs? He's got the weirdest laugh.
No.
All right.
Fine, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. Can you please forgive me?
I do.
Was that even genuine or not? Like, I don't even know with this guy. Like, who could decipher that one? Who could decipher that one? Does he have some kind of split personalities, multiple personality disorder? A fractured psyche from watching too much CNN?
Forgive you. Yes, I do that. All right.
It was just a joke. I'm sorry. But again.
I support
That actually kind of seemed genuine. That guy actually seemed legitimately mentally disabled, actually. Maybe we shouldn't laugh at him. He actually seems like he's legitimately mentally disabled here, and he seemed like he was genuine with that apology.
I'm sorry. Can you please forgive me?
I do forgive you. Yes, I do that. All right.
It was just a joke. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I support the right to get that in the 9th month.
You support.
I do.
Yeah. So who has the right to do this to another person?
I told you. Any woman in pregnancy, it's her body until it comes out.
But is this her body?
Yeah.
If this were her body, she'd be dead.
If I cut off someone's arm's dead.
Are you allowed to?
What? What? He just equated an arm with a human being? Does he not know that the unborn human also has 2 arms?
Cut off someone's arm?
No, someone could do that.
Why not? Why not?
It's not my arm.
Okay. This is not the woman's body.
I would say that's her body.
How is this baby in a coffin, or this baby with severed arms and blood all over their head?
This is disturbing. He seems to actually be enjoying those photos. I'm assuming she's showing him photos of an abortion. Look at his face. Look at the glee in this goof's eyes. Is this guy like a serial killer in the making? This is crazy. Where does she find these people?
Dead baby. How is that a woman's body?
How is that a woman's body? I was taken from her body.
So it's not her body. Does a woman who's pregnant with a male fetus have a penis?
Inside her, yeah.
Inside of her body, right? But she herself does not have a penis, right? Okay. So it's not her body.
No, it's still her body.
What? What?
Explain that to me.
I don't want to.
Oh, he went with the 4-year-old. I can, but I won't. The classic Bryant Myers defense. If you haven't checked out the Bryant Myers flat Earth logical analysis, that was hilarious. Bryant Myers pulled that out several times. I can, but I won't.
So, January 6th. Okay. Go on about that.
Okay, well, we had a bunch of people being told by the president at the time that the election was rigged. So they decided under his advisement to storm the Capitol. And we had police officers that were killed, a lot of people that were hurt and violent. So yeah, Republicans are violent. Since it's not a gray area, like you said before, it's black and white. So I'm going with Republicans are violent.
Okay, all right. And I'm not going to disagree with you that there was some violence there that day. Do you know the only person, you know who the only person who died that day was?
There were a couple of cops that died that day.
No, thanks.
Oh, but I love the nose rings.
Babe, I'm not interested in talking to you and the bullshit you have.
It's always the nose piercings. We should deport.
Isn't it weird how all these people have to announce how they're not interested in talking, instead of just walking away? Like, that's on Twitter all the time. If you want to check out my Twitter, MINDSHOCK Podcast, it's actually hilarious because I just destroy all these goofs. There's just no shortage of these Dunning-Kruger goofs willing to humiliate themselves, but I am the MINDSHOCK Pod on Twitter. All the goofs, when they get destroyed and they want to run away, they always announce it before they block and run. That's the level of narcissism and trickery. They don't just block. They always announce first and then run. It's hilarious.
For all illegal aliens.
Absolutely not.
Okay. We should support trans kids, and that means helping them transition medically and surgically.
Yeah.
Okay. We should have no limits on abortions.
You don't want an abortion, don't get it.
Okay. So you agree with that?
I agree.
Okay. Trump is the worst president?
Absolutely.
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 Okay. Why is he the worst one?
He's just a terrible human. I don't even, president or not, he's a terrible human.
What examples do you have to point to that?
You don't care about anybody but yourself in every way. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be more like
more to that. I don't know why am I nervous that he's looking at me with this camera.
So I think in any case of major surgery like that, mental health evaluations are important because talking about how like any kind of surgery impacts our body, it can also lead to recovery periods. It can lead to issues with how society perceives us, all kinds of problems with that.
But you think that a 14-year-old woman, a girl, who thinks that she's a boy, as long as she passed a couple tests and a doctor signs off on it, we should cut off her breasts?
Again, I think we're getting into the idea of generalizations and...
It's a yes or no. Do you think that as long as a doctor signs off on it?
Was that a generalization? She gave a very specific, explicit example under very specific circumstances.
And she really wants it, we should allow a 14-year-old child to get her breasts cut off.
If it's cut as a yes or no, then yes.
Why?
Because ultimately, it is that individual person's, like, opinion, and I would assume as a 14-year-old they're a minor, so they have to get their parents' permission too. So it's what's decided is best for them by their family.
Okay, so there's a bunch of evidence that's come
I'm just asking for one Republican that you can name of that has committed an act of violence in the name of their ideology.
Since I don't know, since you're catching me off guard, I don't remember the exact name of the ICE agent that...
Off guard? Those questions were clearly outlined before. And she thought about it before she put in the check mark. It's not like Caitlin just walked up to her and immediately asked that question.
Killed Alex Preddy or the exact ICE agent that killed Renee Good. So those are very recent.
So would those be your only examples?
Okay, so...
I can also point to the trans-identifying people who shot up multiple Christian schools and Christian children in the name of the trans ideology.
Okay, so how about us bombing an Iran school full of kids and teachers?
Okay. So what I'm asking for is specific examples of Republicans engaging in acts of violence against their political enemies for political ends and means.
I just gave you one.
That's not an example.
For Republican ends and means, okay, we shouldn't be in Iran. There should not have been a bombing of a school in Iran.
I agree with you.
Okay, so that's...
So I'm not asking
because it's obviously not supported by Democrats. It is highly supported by Republicans. So Republicans are the ones that are calling the orders to bomb a school in Iran.
So I don't believe that that's...
It's kind of weird that she's saying that. Now, the president might be executing illegal executive orders in order to bomb those schools, but I mean, who's bombed more than this guy? Every 20 minutes, this Nobel Prize winner was dropping bombs on children. Every 20 minutes.
That's what happened. If you have evidence that Republicans have been out here ordering schools to be bombed, I would love for you. But I'm asking for one specific example of a person you can name that is a right-winger who went out and committed an act of violence against... Don't touch me?
Kyle Rittenhouse. And I was not touching you, I was touching the microphone. Kyle Rittenhouse. He did not have to go to where he was going. He actually took his gun and went into a place of violence. And he knew that he was going to get, and you're shaking your head. So obviously this discussion is over. Thank you very much.
We can't disagree. Okay.
Wait, Kyle Rittenhouse knew for sure that criminals were going to try to kill him? Or did he just bring the gun just in case so he could defend himself? She's saying he knew for sure there'd be people trying to kill him and he would have to use lethal force for defense? Was that her point?
Kyle Rittenhouse defended himself.
He went into a place.
I like how she came back. She's that triggered. She waddled back to re-engage.
That was having known violence going on.
By who? By who? Violence by who? Leftists.
No.
Yeah, he went into a place to defend her.
They were protesting quietly when...
No, they were not.
Wait, they were protesting quietly? Oh, man. Oh, she's so...
He was being chased by a known pedophile who had a gun with him, ma'am.
Epstein.
Epstein wasn't a Republican.
Wait, how does she go from that to Epstein? What? 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 What is going on with these people? It's like they don't even have command of their own mind. They're just spitting out random things their brain has processed on the idiot box. Jeff U1P says, I need to get high seeing these morons. Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy.
He wasn't a Republican. All right, no abortion limits. You're gonna have...
Oh, she was coming back for more?
Have to justify a woman being allowed to abort her child that is 9 months in the womb. You're gonna have to justify that one.
Well, with women, there could be a lot of health concerns during pregnancy. It could be either some women don't want it or some women are forced to. So I would just say with that one is there's a lot of body things because there's a lot of things that can happen. Some people don't want to die, but
I'm sure the baby doesn't want to die.
That's true, but you never know.
I want your justification.
Wait, you never know? Wait. Was that guy... Hold on, I've never heard this argument before.
I'm sure the baby doesn't want to die.
That's true, but you never know.
I want...
Wait, so this guy's insinuating there may be suicidal fetuses out there. You never know. So he's insinuating that though the unborn humans have enough sentience to want to be killed. Is that what this goof is insinuating? Because, well, he said before, even adults don't know their gender. He's saying nobody knows. Kids don't know. Adults don't know. This guy's saying nobody knows. And then he's also saying you never know what the unborn want. So the instinct to live and survive is not a known quantity. It's not a known factor. It's not known whether there is an instinct for survival in the human species, particularly in the womb, rather. I mean, this is interesting. I've never heard this argument before. He's saying there might be a percentage. There might be a percentage who do want to be killed. Therefore, that would make abortion... Now, even if that were true, like let's say a 1-year-old wants to be taken out, does that mean you do it? What? I mean, this guy, at least this guy's bringing forth original arguments. I gotta hand it to him.
I'm sure the baby doesn't want to die.
That's true.
Oh, did I misgender? The do-rag individual. I don't know if it's a him or not, but at least the do-rag individual is bringing original arguments to the table.
But you never know.
I want your justification for why that is necessary and a choice someone can make to do to someone else.
If raising a kid could mess up their life, or if they just don't want the idea of giving birth to somebody.
Oh no, they're giving birth. The baby is dead.
Giving birth to a living person, I mean. The idea that you gave birth to someone there who's out in the world. I can understand not wanting that responsibility.
So if that woman gave birth...
So he's never heard of adoption or anything? Like, he's just never heard of adoption. Doesn't ring a bell.
And then 2 months later, she realizes, I really don't want to take care of this live baby. I'd rather this baby be dead. I really don't want to do this. Would you be okay with her drowning her baby in her pool?
No.
Why not?
The baby's alive. It's out there.
Okay.
Out in the world. I think the moment it's born, gets its rights.
If a 14-year-old thought that she would be...
I'm actually surprised he said he wasn't okay with that. Who else is surprised by that one? That guy seemed kind of sociopathic.
more like herself, her true self, by being blind, would you support a doctor and her parents signing off to take her eyes out?
Well, so at that point, it becomes a logical fallacy, right? Because so you can have reconstructive surgery to get breast implants.
What was the fallacy, though? She said it was a logical fallacy, but she didn't say what the fallacy was. I'm assuming she meant non-congruent argument, but it is congruent if the congruency is the desire of the child. If you're putting that above objective reality.
And you can take hormone therapy and all kinds of things for like breast tissue, but eyes are a one and done. Like you remove it, it's ended. And so,
well, if you cut off your breast, you take away your ability to breastfeed.
And not everybody wants to breastfeed.
But she might. But if
not everybody might want arms and legs. I mean, what if they want to identify as an amputee? Should people perform the surgery, especially if it's a minor? I just wonder how they would answer that question.
she wants to be blind and she wants her eyes taken out because she feels like that's her true self, she's a disabled, vision impaired person, why wouldn't that be okay to do?
Talking statistics and arguing these points, what statistics do you have for the number of people that have wanted to electively have their eyes removed?
So that's a diversion fallacy because Caitlin was testing the logical consistency of the variable that the woman was claiming determines whether something is right or wrong, which is the will of the child.
Oh, I don't know, but a doctor has done that before for a woman, and when another woman has been rejected, she actually put bleach into her eyes to make herself blind. But I'm just testing your guys' consistency here. If it's okay for a doctor and a woman's parents to sign off on a 14-year-old removing her healthy breasts, why wouldn't it be okay if we removed her eyes if she felt that she would be her true self as a blind person?
So again, this is, like I say...
My opinion on that is, first of all, people can do what they want to do.
No, they can't.
All right. Removing eyes disables a person, impacts their quality of life. Regardless of what you might think, removing breasts does not impact someone's quality of life.
What? Why don't they tell that to all the women that had to have them removed due to breast cancer? She's seriously going to tell them they're like, especially the younger women who have had to have that done? She's seriously saying their quality of life is not impacted? What is going on here? What is going on? Wow. Wow. Hoop Oracle says can't expect much from this future astronaut. We were talking about the other guy, the guy who was talking about the babies in the womb. You don't know if they might be suicidal. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Hoop Oracle says we allow these people to drive automobiles. It's wild. It's wild.
Or ability to interact with the world.
Okay. What if that's their choice? Well, how are you to say
That's
it?
their choice. I don't get to say whether or not they do it.
That's still wrong. Epstein was not a Republican, ma'am.
Okay, maybe not at the time.
He still is not.
Because he's dead, because of his friend.
Well, if he's dead, he's definitely now a...
Wait, the only reason he's not a Republican is because he's dead? Wait, so if he weren't... Well, first of all, we don't know if he's dead, but even if he is dead... Wait a second. This woman is saying the only if he weren't dead, he would be a Republican. What? Where does that come from? I mean, we've seen a lot of goofery on the Goofatorium series. I think this episode takes the cake. I've never seen a case of like all these cases of goofery. I mean, these guys are goof maxing. I've never seen this level of stratospheric gopher. Like, how are you going to argue the only reason somebody's not a Republican is because they're dead? So he just happened to die before he converted to a Republican? I mean, where do these people come from? And look at her face. It seems like they actually believe the drivel they spew. Like, I'm not sure about that one DEI guy who just shrugs about his daughter being murdered. That guy might not be genuine, but all these other goofs, they appear to be genuine. It sounds like they actually believe their goofery. Oh man, this is crazy.
A Democrat.
Okay, Donald Trump.
You do know that Kyle Rittenhouse was found not
Donald
guilty,
Trump is in the
right?
Epstein files. It has been reported multiple times by teenagers that at the time were hurt by him, and that has all been sealed right now. So please walk along, do your thing, get your news from fake.
Well, if you get your news in great places, why can't you back up any of your claims?
Look up BBC.
You can't even tell me what the BBC has said, ma'am. We know that child does not choose to have their life ended.
But some people don't choose to have a child either.
They don't have to raise the child, but they are not allowed to kill them either.
But the healthcare system is not always welcoming towards children.
What? Didn't that just prove her point? The so-called healthcare system is not welcoming towards children? I mean, is that the understatement of the century? How much more unwelcoming can you be by not allowing the children to live?
So we should kill them before they're born?
I'm not saying we should kill them. I'm not saying we should do anything. But it's really up to the woman's choice.
So he's saying, so if they ask him about a serial killer choosing, is he saying he's not telling the serial killers to kill, but he's not telling them not to kill? He's not saying anything, but then it's up to that. But then now he's saying it's their choice, so it's up to so he supports the serial killer's right to choose.
Okay. So justify a woman going into an abortion clinic at 9 months. And do you know what an abortion at 9 months looks like?
Nope.
You've never heard of it?
So I really wouldn't know.
Well, we all know. Most abortionists are men, so they aren't women either, but they perform and commit these abortions. At 9 months, the baby's heart is stopped. And then the woman is put through labor. She's given Pitocin and drugs to induce labor. And she actually gives birth. It's a 3-day process. She gives birth anyway. But the baby is dead instead of alive because they stop the baby's heart. Tell me what medical reason that would be necessary versus a C-section to save both lives.
I really wouldn't know. Because once again, I'm not a woman. So I can't experience pregnancies like y'all do.
What? So if you're not a slave, you can't be for abolition, like the abolition of slavery, because you haven't experienced slavery. So you're not allowed to be against slavery unless you've experienced it? What kind of goofery is this?
And I really don't understand. I don't really understand the point of carrying a baby and all that. So it's really just up to y'all.
He doesn't see the point of continuing he doesn't see the point of the survival of a species. He doesn't see the point of reproduction, the point of existence or living or anything. I mean, fair play, if he's being honest, or if this do-rag individual, he said he's not a woman, so I guess I'll say he. This individual, if he's being honest, I mean, fair play.
Not really up to me.
Okay. Are you a pedophile?
No.
Okay. Do you think pedophilia should be illegal?
Yes.
Okay. But if you're not a pedophile and you don't dabble in that, why do you have an opinion and want protection for those children?
I guess it just depends on the child. It's a child, so they can't really decide.
Wait, who is this woman, and is she with them? Is she with this guy? Wait, is that his child? Wait, this is crazy. She walked up. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, what is a woman pregnant with?
Can we reference?
What is a woman pregnant with?
I'm sorry about that. So we gotta go.
What happens through the...
Wait, was that actually his kid? Or was that like his girlfriend with a kid? Was that his sister with a kid? Was that just a random friend with a kid? That was kind of weird. Alright, back to this, Goof. Oh, man.
birth canal that magically gives someone their rights?
I don't know. What magically happens inside of the womb that magically gives them their rights? I don't really believe it's just subjective.
Conception.
Conception?
Yeah, that's the point that life begins.
I would disagree.
Okay, so tell me when it begins.
When life begins, I just told you when they're...
At birth. Okay, what happens during the birth canal? When I gave birth to my 2 children, what magic does my vagina have?
That's a very interesting question. Look at this guy's face.
Gave those children their rights.
I don't really know.
So if he doesn't know, why does he think that's what gives the rights? So if he doesn't know anything, why does he have any opinion at all?
Because if I'm magical like that, like if I have a magical vagina that just gives people their rights when they pass through it.
Look at the girl in the background with the glasses. She actually does not appear super triggered. Like, it's weird. She's had this neutral face. She's had poker face the whole time. She's had a relatively neutral face the whole time. Is she embarrassed by this guy? Is she with this guy? Does she even know this guy? Is she an innocent bystander who just stumbled upon this concave chest individual?
I would love to know what magical concept I have.
I don't know. The law probably gives you that.
But you should totally, completely, even understanding after you explain.
The law? What does the law have to do with morality? Hoop Oracle 9 says, I can't believe these people don't have birther laws.
Now you should completely go case by case.
Someone doesn't want that baby. What quality of life does that baby have? If their mom is willing to make that decision, what quality of life do they have after they're born?
I guess we should probably just kill them before they're born, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think that?
Dude, I mean, what support do we have for children who are born and aren't wanted?
Oh, there's a lot of programs.
So, I mean, look.
But should those be killed? Should the ones that are born be killed because there's not enough support to this lady's standards?
Then we're talking about like people who are, foster children, the foster system, which we all know is not ideal.
Okay.
There's plenty of foster children horror stories.
Okay.
I assume from the way this is targeted.
I have a lot of friends who are in the foster system. I actually know an amazing Catholic family who has taken in more than 10, let me talk, that have taken in a lot of foster children from...
Is that guy with her? He thought it was so funny when she shut the lady up. Is that his girlfriend? Does he find it amusing when she gets shushed up? That was funny.
So many different backgrounds. I have a lot of friends who are in the foster system. I actually know an amazing Catholic family who has taken in more than 10, let me talk, that have taken...
Look how funny the guy thought that was. Oh man, I don't know if he's with her or not, but they're both talking here. This is funny. This is funny for so many reasons. Oh man. Hoop Oracle says, restrictions on them breeding. They care more about their cats and dogs than their unborn children. Don't be hating on cats and dogs, man. Don't be hating on cats and dogs. All life should be protected.
In a lot of foster children from so many different backgrounds. Yeah. Do you think it would be better to look at a foster child and say it would have been better if your mom had poisoned you in the womb and suctioned your brain out?
Obviously not.
But that is what you're arguing.
That's not what I'm arguing. That's not what I said. All right.
Can you reiterate and clarify what you mean?
Yeah, because you put words in my mouth. So
that's exactly what you think. You said a child.
She just said it would be better to kill them in the womb when Caitlin asked her, and she said yes. And now it's her putting words in her mouth? What? What's going on here?
Child is unwanted.
You guys aren't doing an argument. You're really just...
That's okay.
Then prove me wrong. Because that's exactly what she just advocated.
It looks like the guy was with her, so it's hilarious that he thought it was funny when Caitlin shushed her up.
It for, ma'am.
So I would like to say that most of Americans.
Wait, she's back again? How many times did this woman walk back after walking away? It's like the 5th time. Oh, man. Hoop Oracle says, nope, I'm not. I don't. It's just an example. Yeah, I understand what you meant. It's just some people, the people that just randomly kill cats and dogs, they're a special kind of evil also. Jeff says he's only trying not to end up on the couch tonight. Oh, man.
Most Americans are not black and white like this.
But
most
you were.
Americans do go down the middle. Most Americans believe that not all Republicans are violent. Most Americans believe that deporting all illegals is bad, but deporting some illegals, yes, I agree with that. Trans kids, stay the heck out of that conversation. And
Why?
It's not your point, because they're not my kids. If my kids was trans, I would want you to stay out of that business.
Okay. So if someone is raping, you cared about Epstein stuff though. That was crimes against children, right?
Right.
Then that's none of your business.
I'm sorry, what?
That's none of your business, is it?
Okay, the perpetrator. Okay, you're doing a false equivalence.
No.
How is it false? She literally just said that it's not her kids. What's false about it? I'm actually surprised she even knows what a false equivalence is, though.
Okay,
Transing children is abusive. It's abuse to children.
It is your...
Can you justify how cutting the breast off of a 12-year-old girl because she thinks she's a man is not abuse?
Okay, can you agree that...
Answer my question. Justify that to me.
Out of cannibalism, calling them, like, ordering pizza, they taste like cream cheese.
Yeah, that's wrong. I also think it's wrong to cut off healthy body parts of children.
Is that like the 6th time she walked away? Is she going to come back for more? Who thinks she's going to come back for more? She's a glutton for punishment. Looks like a glutton for a lot of things.
Ma'am.
Again, if we're talking about that, it's a gender expression question. So logical fallacies are errors in logic and reasoning. So this would be a false equivalency situation.
No, how can a woman become a man?
Because the identifiers for...
Is false equivalence the only logical fallacies these goofs know? And obviously they don't even know how to apply that fallacy. They can't explain how it's that fallacy. They're just using that as a buzzword.
For a lot of trans people is gender specific. So how we express ourselves outwardly.
How can a woman become a man? What is a woman?
And that is a much bigger question than I think.
What is a woman?
Gender is a social contract.
What is a woman?
What is a woman? Whatever they want to be. Not
Which is what?
I'm different than...
Gender is a social contract? Who signed it? Do you have to sign a contract to become a man or a woman? What is she smoking? What is going on? This is crazy.
She's different than
But
me.
we're all women.
But we're different than any other woman.
But we're all women.
We are in this particular scenario, but we're all different. We're not
And a woman...
And so a woman is not always the same. A woman can be anything. And I think a lot of where the...
What is the definition of a woman?
I think...
A woman can be anything? Can a bear be a woman? Can a woman be a dog? Can a woman be a golf cart? A woman can be anything? Anything at all? Can a woman be an 18-wheeler?
I think a lot of where this comes from is trying to push people into tiny boxes and say this is what a woman is, this is what a man is. And
Then correct me. What is a woman?
I'm saying whenever you try to push people into those boxes and say you are either a woman or a man if you feel these things, that's when we're really pushing people into boxes. Because if you say, oh, you like sports, men like sports,
That's not what
then no. I'm using this as an example.
Okay.
If you say this is...
And there's the false equivalence. Trying to equate interests or hobbies to identifying as a particular gender and what that gender actually is.
Like men like blue and women like pink. If you like pink, you must be a woman. If you like blue, you must be a man.
Or the inverse.
If I
you're
like
a woman,
blue
you
as a
must
woman,
like pink.
well, I can't be a woman anymore because I like blue.
But here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying any of that. Men can be feminine and like pink, and they can paint their nails. That doesn't mean they're a woman. It means they're a man who paints their nails. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's funny that you guys kind of made my point for me right there.
I disagree.
If you cut your breast off, if a 14-year-old girl cuts her breast off, it doesn't make her a man. She's still a woman. She's a woman who was mutilated by her doctors and let down by her family.
I disagree.
I want concrete answers. I want concrete opinions with facts and logic behind them, because what you're doing is advocating for the genocide of more than 1 million people every year
Genocide.
from abortion. Yeah. What is genocide?
Genocide would be the murder of a whole group or culture of people based on religion, culture, race.
The status of a group of people, right?
I would say so.
Unborn people. There's 1 million unborn people. Is that funny?
Yes, it is.
So he thinks genocide is funny? This guy's sociopathic. Concave chest is sociopathic.
Oh, it's very funny.
What's so funny about the genocide of unborn people?
So is this guy like a serial killer who doesn't know he's a serial killer yet? Like he didn't start killing yet?
I don't know, boss.
I would love to know, because if there's a joke I'm missing out on, I'd love to laugh about it too.
There's no joke.
You know, there's a reason it's funny that you support giving children chemical castration drugs to stop their puberty that they are naturally supposed to go through, and you don't care about the consequences of that. And you also support murdering them before they even come out of the womb. There's a correlation here. You don't value life, do you?
No.
Why not?
I think when you die, it's just kind of it.
Wait, what does that have to do with wait, what? Whether if he doesn't believe in an afterlife, wouldn't you value life even more? Not at all. This guy's weird. This guy's weird.
You know, yeah. God judges you up or down. I don't think it.
Wait, so he does. Wait. So he does believe in an afterlife, going to heaven, or this guy's all over the place. Wait, he thinks when you die, that's it, but then God judges you. Wait, what? What is going on here?
Really matters, dog.
So, I've never heard this argument. So he thinks when you die, that's it, but God will judge you, and you go up and down, but it doesn't really matter? So if he believes in eternity, it doesn't matter whether you spend it in heaven or hell? I've never, I have to hand it to these people. These are some original arguments. I've never heard any of this before. I've just never heard this. I've never heard of an argument for the unborn possibly being suicidal and wanting to die. I've never heard of the argument that there is a God in heaven or hell, but it doesn't matter where you spend eternity. Like, it makes no difference whether it's eternal paradise and happiness or burning in hell. I mean, this is crazy. Oh, man. Official Ethan W says, dude, Bruce, these videos are golden. This chick makes the best videos of these clowns in the street. There's a black chick that also does these too. They're awesome. Yeah, yeah, who is what's her name? Drop her name, the other one that doesn't. I'll check it out.
I'll take my marker back.
Take it, dude.
I think you should be on a watch list.
Really? I think I should too.
The honesty, wow. I mean, this guy does look like a serial killer. He's got like the glasses, the weird goofy hair, and the toothpick physique, that highly sought after toothpick look.
I've honestly really enjoyed this conversation. I mean that since.
What is your name?
He sincerely enjoyed the conversation about laughing at genocide? This guy does have serial killer vibes, and he admitted that he should be on a watch list. I mean, would anybody be surprised if this guy turns into a serial killer? Look at this guy. There's something deeply disturbed about this guy.
My name's Silas.
What is a woman? My marker back.
Take it, dude.
I think you should be on a watch list.
Really? I think I should too. I've honestly really enjoyed this conversation with you. And I mean that since.
What is your name?
My name's Silas.
What is a...
What did he say? I'm in silence? That's what his name is? He was in silence the whole time? That was the weirdest interview I've ever seen.
A woman is anything she wants to be.
Which is?
Anything. Again, anything is anything. There are no absolutes in the world. That is my firm opinion, whether in this conversation...
There are an absolute. The woman is an absolute.
100% things where one thing is this and one thing is that. There is always some difference where things can be one thing or another.
What is a man? Is that a better question to ask you?
No, I think it's the exact same question on the other side. A man is a man.
Okay, but
Wait, why would it be on the other side then? If there are no sides. and everything is just everything and whatever. How could it be on the other side if there are no sides?
When someone says, I'm a woman, what does that mean that they are?
That means they're a woman.
Which is what?
Nothing beyond that without knowing.
Can you define woman without using the term woman?
I have no interest in doing that.
But it's important if we're saying that men can be women and women is this weird...
No interest in defining terms, yet basing your belief system on those terms that you can't define. Is that an intelligent position?
idea out here. There's no abstract to it. We got to know what it is. When someone says, I'm a woman, what does that mean that they are?
Why do we need to define it?
Is it because women
us feel more comfortable?
Because truth matters.
Okay, so the truth is what people think. Truth is a highly subjective thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
Everyone
It's not.
truth.
Men cannot be
The
women.
same experience on one day. You have a different version of the story than I do, which means you have your truth, I have my truth. Neither one of us is necessarily lying. We've just experienced it differently and have a different truth regarding it.
The truth is only the truth. There are not two different versions of the truth.
Are these goofs like legitimately mentally disabled? No, there's no truth, everybody's truth. There's person A's story, there's person B's story, and then there's the truth, which may be a combination of both or neither.
Or else they would be
You're entitled
opinions.
to that belief, but I disagree with it.
Okay.
And I'm entitled to that.
Okay. Well, I'm still wondering how, a man can cut his penis off and become a woman. I'm very confused.
I mean, I think that's a question for medical professionals, not for random people on the street.
Well, if you guys could define what a woman is, we could start there.
I have no interest in that, like I said. You're not going to convince me to do it anyway.
You can't.
Exactly, you can't.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, you can't define what...
So you can't provide there's no empirically verifiable definitions for anything. So everything is just mental insane asylum. It's just an open air asylum where everybody decides what reality is separately. That's what the Goofatorium is. It's the open air asylum that is the West, the modern West.
I can.
Okay.
It's an adult human female.
I disagree.
Okay, then prove me wrong.
I don't feel like it.
It's because you can't prove me wrong because you know I'm right, guys.
No, I don't feel like proving you wrong because, again, people have different
Okay,
opinions.
well here,
Ultimately,
actually,
at the end of the day-
on the board, you also said yes to no limits on an abortion. What type of person would go in to get an abortion?
Someone who has mistaken some choices or has a medical...
No, what person goes in and gets an abortion?
A person who needs one.
And what type of people are those?
People who need one.
Which are...
I know what you're going for here, and again, I disagree, and I'm not going to play this.
Women, right? Women.
They don't agree, so they think men are going in for abortions also? What is going on here?
It's been lovely having this conversation.
It's women, guys. It's funny. You support abortions without restriction.
We're going to keep going.
But you won't even say who it is that would get an abortion. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you...
That's wild. I don't know where she finds these people, but we did hear some new arguments that I have never heard before. And that's saying something. That's saying something. Watching Dunning-Kruger stylings across the interwebs is basically my hobby, and I've never seen goofery like this. I've never seen goofery like that. Jeff U1P says, toddlers get it. They call a man sir and a woman ma'am. Well, polite ones do. Polite ones do. We got plenty more coming. I gotta do a lot more of these because, I mean, these are incredibly sad, but also hilarious at the same time. And just as we observe the collapse of Western civilization in real time. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us. You want to help support the MINDSHOCK podcast and the logical breakdowns of anything and everything, you can donate to our PayPal. Check the link in the description. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Patreon. This is Bruce McGuire signing off. Catch you guys next time.